Beautiful day. So we're going live. We're going live. I just decided to go live, and we actually have a good topic to talk about that's a little bit different from the topics that we've been discussing. So, basically, and this is something that I find very interesting, just so we could be talking about it from a specific standpoint. We're going to talk about what somebody is doing when they're actually scamming. So, I want to be clear about this. Cesar Pena went into business with DJ Envy, and the business in which they did turned into a Ponzi scheme of some sorts. That's basically what it was. DJ Envy is saying that he knew nothing, gonna explain, about the BS that homeboy was into. He didn't know that he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. That's DJ Envy's standpoint. I saw a couple of titles of a couple of videos where it sounded like, or where it read as, people were saying that DJ Envy might turn feds state evidence against the Cesar Pena dude. I want to discuss that. But let's discuss what they actually were doing or was actually done. So this is what they were saying they was doing, because people, I don't think people know what scamming is. I think people just use the word and just say scamming, and they don't even have the slightest idea what scamming is. People just using it to slander people sometimes. So I'm going to explain to you what they were supposed to be doing. DJ Madoff, what up, Tada? I'm going to explain to you what they were supposed to be doing. So they were supposed to be teaching people how to flip properties. How did he even get involved in this, DJ Envy, you say? Cesar Pena came, I keep getting to say Jose. Senior Pena came to him and came to him with the whole proposal saying, look, this is a thing that I'm already doing, bang, come and getting involved. That at least, that's the way that I know it. If I'm incorrect about this, put it into the comment section, please. In any regard, what they were supposed to be doing is teaching people how to flip houses. They even had a situation where allegedly they was doing seminars and everything. Like, they get on stage, they be sitting there telling you, you do these things and then you do those things, boom, you're buying houses and you're having tenants and then you're making all types of different monies. Earlier I said I don't think people know what scamming is. I think people just use the word and then they use that word to slander people sometimes. So I want to explain to you something. Let's say I come to you. Let's say I don't even come to you. Let's say you come to me for a service. I'm somewhere minding my business. You contact me for a service. Right? You contact me for a service. I don't even think about money. I just go and do the thing, the service. I cannot then be scamming. If later on a conversation comes up, especially if you yourself initiate the conversation, I can't be scamming. The point in which I'm trying to make is, what these guys did was they solicited. Then, after they solicited, they told the people a thing to go do, while they themselves were pretending that they were doing these same things. And, oh, we're having all of these different successes. They weren't having these successes. Did you hear about the, well, I'm not saying they weren't having any successes. What I'm saying is a lot of the things in which they were saying were not necessarily true. Also, they supposedly, some lady, they was giving away a home, and it was like, yo, look, we're giving away this house. They had a whole old lady in front of the house taking pictures with her and everything. You know what I'm saying? This is our house now. Yo, they never put her name on the deeds of anything. Shout out to Dr. Inky. So I was scrolling through Instagram, and I went through Dr. Inky's. Well, I didn't go through his Instagram, but he popped up on my page. Obviously, you know how the feed work. So I saw something where they had DJ Polite actually a couple of years ago went on the Breakfast Club and was having a conversation about how DJ Polite does a basic thing that is the basic principle around the scam in which they were using. Brother Polite, not DJ Polite. I got to get that right, because if I make a mistake like that, people are going to be like, everything you said is wrong because you made that one little tiny error in any regard. So I'm about to read all of y'all comments. Keep doing comments. I'm reading all the comments. Don't go nowhere if you drop the comment. Hold on. So what they were doing was they were giving seminars and everything else, trying to get people involved in doing this thing. Then they were getting people's money, and then when they were getting the people money, they were then investing the money in these properties and things and such they were supposed to be creating. But what they were really doing was a Ponzi scheme. And what a Ponzi scheme is when you get Peter to pay Paul, basically. So it's just a big-ass pyramid scheme where one person is putting in... So that's basically what they were doing. But when you do that, that means that there's no money that's actually being made. I mean that people have to keep on coming in order for there to be money, because you aren't actually making any money. There's no investment. So that's why earlier you seen Tada say DJ Madoff is next. Because they were doing a Ponzi scheme. That's what they were actually doing while they were telling people they were investing their money. That's basically what Madoff was also doing. Hold on. Check this out. Before I just want to, side note, sidebar. Check this out. While doing this, DJ Envy gets into some kind of deal with somebody else in their company. He ends up getting something like 20% of the company. And one of the things he's supposed to do is promote the company that he is now partially owner of, he's receiving funds for, on the Breakfast Club. And he refused to do it. And now they're suing each other. So, yeah, DJ Envy got a lot going on right now. Chef One says, I'll say this as radio personality. I'll say this as a radio personality. I always find it odd he was able to acquire the lifestyle he had. Not to say a person couldn't make the right investments, but he got a home and cars like a rapper. Well, how do you expect him to live? He's on, quite frankly, the most popular morning show on radio. I would suspect, and I'm not arguing your point, by the way. I'm just saying, what is the barometer? How far is he from what you would have expected him to have been able to be at and it be reasonable? And the reason why I say this is, also understand, he's a radio personality. Of course, the radio station ain't paying him a grip, but he should be able to, sell his branding, sell his name, sponsored. Remember, Funk Flex had shoes at one time, right? Driving shoes, which is like, okay, you got driving shoes. That's a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing until... So shout out to Flex. So I didn't even know that was a thing until Funk Flex had driving shoes, for everybody that don't know. So there's other venues and avenues for him to be able to make money in. That's one. Two, understanding how the industry actually works. If he has a good social media presence, I can't account for the home. I cannot account for the home. But if he has a good social media presence, I could see him getting certain things. I can see that being something. Make sense? Like, okay, so gotta look at it like this. So if he has an Instagram that he's going places and he's going places, he's a DJ. He's the top New York, the top radio, morning radio show in America, right? Hip hop, hip hop, right? So his social media presence has value. So sans the home, I'm not talking about the home. The other things that he might just have those things because they're being gifted to him. You understand? Because he has a good social media presence. So it's in, whoever's best interest, depending on whatever the demographic is that, that aligns with him. It's in their best interest to be doing business with him and giving away uh, 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 what is about to say, and this is real talk, Ford giving away a car isn't a big deal. You understand? Like Ford just saying, you know what, we're gonna give this car to you, you can have it all the way out. That's not a big deal. You understand what I'm saying? Ford giving away a car is not a big deal. And I use cars specifically because, if a company that's making a car giving away a car isn't a big deal, which they do all the time. Remember that show, Price is Right? Is that still a thing? I know Bob Barker isn't here no more. He's gone. Shout out to Bob Barker. Real shout out. Days when I'm not going to school, we watch that. I don't know if anybody else watched that. Come on down. In any regard. That show, the items that was on that show was given to that show. And the reason why that was done is because that's good advertisement for whatever those companies were. That show was just a big ass commercial where they gave stuff away. That's all it was. It was Instagram before Instagram, for lack of a better term. So with the exception of the home, I don't see any reason why he can't have some of the things in which he had. That's all I'm trying to say. So I need to understand, where do you perceive he should be? And is it the home the big factor? Because that might be what the big factor is. And if the home is the big factor, then, well, a lot of these guys live out in New Jersey. Do y'all remember the show Cribs? Something about not Pimp My Ride. It was out at the same time that Pimp My Ride was out. But it was the like the hip hop Cribs or whatever that was. I can't recall the name at the moment. But they basically went to all the rappers' cribs. MTV, yeah, it was on MTV. And they basically went to all the rappers' cribs and stuff like that. Well, now we're finding out that a lot of those homes actually MTV cribs. It was cribs. So now we're finding out that a lot of those homes weren't the rappers' actual homes, with the exception of people like Redman. He was like, now you're gonna come to my actual crib. Look, this is my stuff. Let me move that out the way. So why wouldn't DJ Envy be able to get a spot? You understand? So I need to know exactly like what we saying, because of course the point is that I also was thinking that at one point also. So this is not me just saying this, uh, because I'm trying to defend the guy, but that was also a perspective that I had on him, at one time or another. It was like, this guy's a fucking DJ on the radio. What the hell? And then I thought about it. It's like, well, it's kind of how the industry works. um, in any regard, so Cesar Pena is locked up. Funkmaster Flex has been talking about this for a minute because he's been beefing with dude. And check this out. A lot of this all started when what's this dude name? DJ Envy decided to go back and forth with Rick Ross. Am I not correct? A lot of this started when DJ Envy decided to go back and forth with Rick Ross. Right? When your man Gunplay gave Rick Ross a chain while Rick Ross was laying in bed. Because Rick Ross probably told... I'm telling you what happened, fam. Hold on. I'm going to tell you what happened in that situation. This is what I think happened. Gunplay was coming over to give Rick Ross a chain. Rick Ross didn't want to have nothing to do with this foolishness. He told dude, look, I'm in bed, man. I can't get up. I don't feel like it. And then he was like, don't worry. I'll come up there and just give it to you. And then he just happened to have somebody filming him do the shit. Rick Ross probably didn't even want to do that lame-ass shit. See, that's what happens when you mess with people that's always out there trying to get clout. I'm trying to tell you, fam, that was lame. Rick Ross, I doubt Rick Ross wanted to be a part of that, and that's why he ended up in the bed in the first place. Also, now that chick, the chick that he was dating, right? Your man Gunplay, they're not together no more. Were they married? I'm not even sure. But what I do know is they got a kid together. Apparently, Gunplay's like 40-something, and Homegirl was like 20-something. Well, I don't perceive that to be an issue. I actually was listening to some chick talk, and she kind of gave herself up, and she was saying, so what is it? 20-year-old women that want to be in a relationship now have to go after 40-year-old men? And I was like, boom, she cracked the code in any regard. So Gunplay, for I don't even know why, decided he was going to pull a gun on Homegirl. So now they're separated, and the chain that he gave to Rick Ross, apparently her father paid for the fucking chain. So there that goes. I don't know what's going on with Gunplay, fam. In any regard, remember when Rick Ross was beefing? That's a whole side story. But remember when Rick Ross was beefing with DJ Envy? That's when all of this started actually coming up. Rick Ross and them started talking about their businesses or whatever, and DJ Envy was trying to flex with him. DJ Envy also has a car show. DJ Envy also had a situation that had going around. Pardon me. DJ Envy also had a situation that was going on around that time in Memphis where they was having a car show, and that car show was supposed to be with Young Dolph's family. And Rick Ross accused DJ Envy of trying to scam Young Dolph's family, and then Young Dolph's family came out in defense of DJ Envy, saying that they are in control of all of the monies. So what could DJ Envy be trying to scam? What could he possibly be doing? Remember? Am I the only one that remembers that? I can't be the only one that remembers that. In any regard. So the question is this. Is DJ Envy going to even get the opportunity to turn state's evidence against Carlos Jose? Why do I keep saying this guy's name? Cesar. I'm saying baseball players' names for everybody that don't know. Those guys are baseball players. When I keep mixing the name up, those guys is Jose Pena. He's a baseball player. Man. And anyway, in any regard, in any regard, Cesar Pena. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not even able to turn state's evidence, because obviously I don't think anybody thinks that DJ Envy is gonna say he's gonna go. He's gonna take it to court. I don't think anybody's expecting DJ Envy to be like, "Yo, I'm taking it to trial, fam." I don't think anybody expects that. Does anybody expect that? I'm curious. Does anybody expect that? I don't think anybody expects that, in any regard. So DJ Envy, I saw a title of a video where somebody is basically saying in the video, I'm gonna assume I didn't get an opportunity to see the video, but the title alluded to the actual I don't know if they're trying to say it's a fact or if they're asking the question themselves, like I'm asking the question. Is DJ Envy gonna help the feds? Because the way it's set up right now, DJ Envy himself has already also made comments alluding to the fact that he didn't handle that side of the business. He had nothing to do with that. He's already made public comments like that. So it sounds to me like DJ Envy might be trying to separate himself from parts of the business, at least publicly. So there's no telling what he might have been speaking about behind the scenes. But even more importantly, you know, generally, I would assume that's what you would want to do when you think that the feds is at the door. Look, I know nothing about what the money part. I was just caught up to have a speech, because that's basically what he was saying. I was just caught up to have the speech. I was just the face of the operation. I wasn't the brains. I don't even know how this shit worked. You gotta ask that dude. It's a scam? I didn't know. That's why I'm here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The wild thing is this. I know I'm making jokes and I'm laughing. I'm making jokes and I'm laughing mostly because I haven't been talking about a topic lately that we can really have fun with. Most of the topics that we discuss pretty serious as of late. So we haven't really had a topic that I could talk about, that I could have fun with, that I could enjoy. I want to add this. And this is the wild part. And this is why when did homegirl leave Breakfast Club? She got her own show now. She doing her thing. But when did she leave the Breakfast Club? Angela Yee. When did she leave the Breakfast Club? In any regard. The reason why I'm asking this is they left on amicable terms. Like it wasn't a public. But I always felt like there was tension there. I just thought the tension could have been against Charlemagne. But now I think it was then there was a point where I felt like there was tension, with both of her hosts and her. Now I'm thinking about something totally different. If DJ Envy is in fact working with the feds, or is going to work with the feds or anything. I don't know. I don't know if I see it. When did she leave the show? I've been trying to figure out this whole time, why did she leave? I like, okay, so they needed her. Still do. They tried to get Jess Hilarious. No, knock on Jess Hilarious. But they tried to get Jess Hilarious, but it's not the same energy. They needed her. They needed some feminine energy in that room. That's a fact. I was gonna make a Charlemagne ain't enough joke, but we're not gonna do that. In any regard. So I'm curious as to when did she leave? What up, Andrew? I'm curious as to when did she leave? The set changed. Everything changed. Like they was trying to erase something. See, I'm just, oh man. In any regard. Yo, okay, so if Envy gets knocked, Breakfast Club is a wrap. Did she get fired or jump ship? Did she get fired or jump ship? I love when we got the people in here that be in tune with me. I love when we got the people in here that be in tune with me. I love when we got the people in here that be in tune with me. Cause I know I be talking. And like whenever you doing anything and you got people around you that's just not in tune, you're gonna look like there's something wrong. But when you're around people you in tune with, everything flows the right way. She's the hell with this shit. I'm out. Exit. Stage left. Andrew says if Envy gets knocked, Breakfast Club is a wrap. She changed once the first rumor started. She did. She said, "The hell with this shit." Exits. Stage right. Wait, that's your right, my left. She got the early rumor report. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Yeah, I love when we got the people that's in tune. Look, Envy was, cause look, do you understand what I'm trying to express? I think you understand. I think you get what I'm saying. So if there was question going on then, and she did, you think she did before the police showed up or when the police showed up? So they been knew all of this shit was going on. You feel me? So hold on. Come on, we working the case, man. Keep your comments coming. We working the case. We working the case, fam. Keep your comments coming. Fam. That's when she left, right? DJ Envy might be working with the police. You get it? He don't got a choice. He has the #1 morning show in America, hip hop. He ain't got a choice. Because she didn't dip when the police showed up to them. You know what most likely happened? She dipped because you know those companies got their own agents. You know those companies, they got their own intelligence. They got their own ears to the ground. The company probably pulled up on them and was like, yo, look, what the fuck is you niggas up in? What y'all into? That's probably what happened. The company pulled up. Because somebody, they knew. So either the feds knew around the time and they pulled up on them, or the company pulled up on them. But they knew, and she got the hell up out there. Because just like Andrew said earlier, if Envy get knocked, the Breakfast Club is a wrap. And I'm going to say something, and if there's any women in here, tell me if I'm lying. Once that ship starts sinking, fam, they dipping. Hell yeah, the company knew. She wanted no dealings with that mess, fam. Y'all be loving these niggas, man. Could somebody explain to me why this guy's and I'm not trying to shit on him, but could somebody explain to me like what's the thing that gives them? Does he have the audience because he's on the show, or is he on the show because he has the audience? I'm curious. Like, did he already have the audience, or did the show generate the audience? Did he get the audience upon being on the show? Like, when he's not there, do people be like, man, I'm not listening, no Envy? Like, does that happen? Like, if they was gonna say, like previously, let's say Envy, Angela Yee, Charlemagne, all there, and they was like, we might get rid of Envy. Were there gonna be people that was gonna boycott? The show generated the show. Nobody gives a damn about Envy. Oh, so they really messed up. Because, look, they already did a rebranding. You see how they changed the way it looked after Angela Yee left. Now it's all dark and everything, like they the fucking in the Temple of Doom. I don't know what they're doing. In any regard. So, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, if they would have left it in the other studio and then had to replace Envy, then they could have just either kept the old set so you could feel the warm snuggles of the old regular familiar set, or then they could have then shifted to something different showing the change. But I think shifting to something different now and then maybe in the future losing Envy or even losing Charlemagne in the future, just so we can be clear, and having the other one, I think that would be too much change, too short a period of time, and too much happening. That's just my opinion, right? So that's what I think. So it might have been smarter of them if they wouldn't have switched so soon, maybe, and been a little bit more patient. I don't know. I don't know. However y'all guys feel about it. They should have kept the old setup. Like you said, the lighting made the show seem more inviting. Dude, it's like I don't know, who are they expecting to have a guest? Dracula? I don't know why this whole set looks the way it looks right now. It doesn't even make any sense. Envy and her. Who's her? His wife? Oh, you talking about Angela Yee? I don't know. I didn't even know if their relationship, there was a problem with their relationship. One thing I will say is, I didn't know there was a problem with their relationship. What I will say is, I got weird energy a couple of times. You know how they do the when they all stand and they take the photo and everybody take the photo together and shit like that. And a couple of times I was like, that looks a little off. I think anyone, I don't know what their plans is, but obviously I don't. But sheesh, envy. I don't even know where the dude came from. He just popped up out of nowhere. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't know about any of his career before the Breakfast Club. I'm assuming he had mixtapes or some shit at some point. He smiles too much for me. I'm just gonna say what it is. Yeah, he's always smiling. I smile a lot sometimes too, but fan. Yeah, he smiles too much for me. I don't know. That's just the way that I feel about it. I could be wrong. I hope they could get those people money back. I'm way more concerned about the people who were victimized. I hope they could get their money back some way. I'm more concerned about that. True Fiziki says, he has to smile to keep from crying because he can't get his wife. Oh, wowzers. Yeah, he got issues going. He said that though. I don't think he cares. Like that would be I would be feeling such a way, like if that was what the deal was. Like I'd go to seminars. We gotta fix this. What are you talking about? We gotta fix this. No, I gotta figure something out. I'd be fucking reading diagrams. We gotta make something happen. This something gotta give. There's no way my wife, I'm gonna have that problem with my wife. Something gotta give. I'm gonna go to Buddhist monks. I'm gonna go to the Tibetan temples. I'm gonna be doing Doctor Strange shit, fam. I'm gonna figure something out. That's not gonna keep happening. Because that would be because this would be a bad look and downfall for brother. Brother Polite, Dr. Inky posted on Instagram where Brother Polite went on the Breakfast Club and basically like told them the real estate or whatever the hell scheme thing that they were doing and explained it on the Breakfast Club to DJ Envy. DJ Dr. Inky has it on his Instagram. Go check it out. Well, I mean, yeah, the money's gone, but gotta figure something out because they was absolutely, just absolutely horrible. I'm gonna say something. There's nothing wrong with investing in something, right? That's how you make money. You invest, right? So the issue is not every investment pays off. So just because you invest, don't expect to win out. Not every investment pays off. That's one. Um, if you think every investment is going to pay off, don't waste your time. Go do something else. Um, Another thing is to be very mindful of is like, depending on what you're investing in, there's a lot of different elements to make a thing happen. Like, okay, so I'm going to be clear. I'll give you an example that I can tell you that happened. So a guy comes up to me. He was like, they want to help with his Instagram, his YouTube. So I said, okay, not a problem. I'll help you with the YouTube. He said, I'll pay you a certain amount of money over a certain period of time. And basically, what I was doing, I was promoting him on our pages. And at the same time, I was, supposed to be giving, I was giving him tips, and I was giving him basically how to get his, his setup and everything that he had a little bit more crisper, a little bit more cleaner, because, people would go over to his page literally, and then they'll come back and hit me on my DMs like, yo, who is this guy? I went over there because you said to go check out his page. And then I went over there and he was doing this weirdo thing. He was doing that weirdo thing. So literally what they were saying. So I contact them and I'm busy trying to coach him as best as I can. I'm not perfect, obviously, but as best as I can, I'm busy trying to coach him so he can, be a little bit better at doing this. So he decides that he's going to take none of my advice, zero of the advice that I was given, but he still wanted to get results. The problem was I was sending people to his page. People were going to his page. I know they were going to his page because they were contacting me. And it wasn't, and I'm pretty sure there's people that went that didn't contact me. So when I first started sending people to his page, in the beginning, you see his numbers go up a little. And then as people, clicked in there and saw what he was doing and saw that they didn't want to be a part of it, then you seen his numbers go back down to what they were. So I did my job. But to that individual, I scammed him because he didn't get the success that he wanted. But he also didn't want to take any of the direction that I was given. So this was the end all be all. I had made commercials for a couple of people. Everybody liked the commercials. The commercials are actually kind of dope. The commercials are kind of dope, right? So if anybody that don't remember, we was doing commercials all the time. I was doing I think we have a lot of commercials that we did. I don't know how many. I don't know what a lot is. About 10 at least, right? Because 10, probably more than 10, but I'll just say 10. So I was making commercials for people also. People love the commercials. They love what we were doing. So I had made him a commercial previously. So what he wanted to do was he wanted to edit his own commercial and give it to me and have me play it and reshare it. But it was just real quick flashing. So I said, I don't want to play this on my page. You can play it on your page if you want. People catch epileptic fits, fam. I want to be mindful of that. We have to be mindful when we're creating this media that we're not, causing anybody. And also, nobody can't read that. Like, it's not like, what are we doing? No, we're not. So I'm not going to post it. And I think that you should slow that down some or do something a little bit different, because you're actually pushing people away from your product and not bringing people in. So he says, all right, don't worry, I'm going to fix it. And then he fixes it and sends it back, and it's 2 times as fast as the first time. So at that point, I realized that he was just purposely trying to do the opposite of what I was asking him to do, while at the same time looking at me and telling me that I'm scamming him because he wasn't getting the results that he wanted. Now, at the same time, Truth is the Key says he shouldn't worry about people that could send, but people we could attract. But the point is, I was trying to teach him how to do both. I was teaching him how to, one, I was trying to explain to him how to be able to hold on to the people that get sent. They're literally contacting me and telling me this is what the person is doing that they don't like. This is like, what's this weirdo shit? And how can they attract people if they can't even hold on to the people that we're sending? So that should be make attracting people difficult also, correct? Just asking. So, not trying to crap on dude or whoever. I'm not. That's why I'm not saying who it is. I'm not. It's not about them. It's the message. So once again, people don't know what scamming is. You understand what I'm saying? So people don't know what scamming is. No, this person prefer, instead of building a YouTube page, this person preferred to try to use the opportunity to troll me and to then speaking bad about me instead of just, I'm standing here with you. I'm telling you exactly what to do. You're going to win. At this moment, I'm winning. You're going to win. I'm telling you exactly what to do. Remember, we was in the hotel at that time, and I was spending, and it was costing me what? For the first 3 months we was there, for the first 2 or 3 months we was there, I was spending something like $250 a night to $275 a night. So I just want to be clear on this. We did have it at one point. We gotta act like that's not a thing. We ain't gonna act like that's not a thing. In any regard. So yeah, you can't help everybody. Let's see. The thing they blocked his message. See what this is. So we don't got no admin in here right now. So I want to be clear. No, don't want there to be no misunderstanding. Basically, as a freaking, I don't want to say as a community, because they scammed a ton of different types of people, but as a nation, we have accumulatively become dumber. We have been allowing for the lowest common denominators to be the barometer of our success. Just saying. Whenever anybody comes along and they think different and they got ideas and they got plans, they get silenced. Just something to think about. And then we go up. What time is it? Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Anything else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Funny Marco. G Herbo and his man. Anybody even know what his man name is? Anybody even know what G Herbo's man name is? I don't even know what that guy's name is, man. I have zero idea what that guy's name is. You know what that guy's name is? With Southside. At any rate, shout out to 50 Cent. And anyway, so those dudes is both goofy. I don't care what nobody say. They went on that dude's show and they tried to create a situation in the scene with him. And I just want to say something. They had people there with them that was standing off camera, right? It wasn't like they was the only dudes in there. Am I correct or am I wrong about this? Because people love doing weirdo shit when they got the numbers on you. People love doing weirdo shit when they got a safety valve. When they got a parachute. Well, I'm just saying that I wouldn't go on anybody's show and try to disrespect them. That doesn't make sense. No, I wouldn't do that. And I don't know what I would have did in Funny Marco's position. I don't have the slightest idea what I would have did in Funny Marco's position. He wasn't in a. I just explained that there's a. As far as I can tell, he was outnumbered. Yeah, I don't know what I would have did in Funny Marco's position. The hell? The whole shout out to Truth is the Key says the whole situation made me want to smack all the brain cells out of them. Fam, that was goofy shit, fam. They broke that man 30,000. They broke his watch. I don't care if the watch was $50. It was $30,000, by the way. But they broke his watch. Why? They told him to hold the drink, and it was like, hold it to the end of the show. Fam, we're not here for all of that. We're here to tell a couple of jokes and then, get up out of here. I probably would have just ended the show, fam. I probably would have just ended the show. It was like, yo, fuck it, we out of here. This is over. This is not it. We not doing this. The niggas would have been like, nah, we don't do this. I probably would have just ended the show. I mean, that was consistent with who I am as a person, right? Like, we've been on the internet for how many years now? Generally speaking, what do I do when shit start going? I just end the show. So I probably would have just ended the show. Ended the taping. We ain't taping nothing. We not taping nothing. Nothing's getting posted. That's it. What up, 1075? They was going crazy on boy. I would have kicked them off. Yeah, we're not even doing the show, fam. There wouldn't have been no nothing. There wouldn't have been no show. We're not doing the show, fam. We're not doing this. I'm not even arguing with neither one of you. Like, I'm not raising my voice. I'm not arguing. It's no need to. This is my show, fam. You don't want to be on my show because this type of shit don't go on in my show, fam. Now, I don't know what you thought we was doing, but we're not doing that. There's no reason to yell. We're not doing that. Pack it up, boys. No, everybody start packing everything up. Shit, no, we about to get out of here. We can't do this. Nah, we good. I appreciate you, though. Yeah, nah, I appreciate you, though. Just leave. You just got to know your own value. Once you know your own worth, once you know your own value, you don't want to you don't even want to get involved with that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, know your own worth, know your own value. Truth is the Key says, I get it. Marco was on his Crick Rock vibe, but one of them most definitely would have went night night. Also remember, right? Those dudes was with that type of energy. I would have just stopped the show, fam. I would have just stopped the show. That would have hurt them. I just stopped the show. That's it. Now the next people that come on my show, no, I'm not arguing back and forth with you. Now we got proof. Once the weird shit start happening, nah. Wrap it up, pack it up, we out of here. Niggas like, what's going on? Nah. Hold on. They grab them, they unplug that shit. We out of here. Nah, we good, fam. No, I really appreciate y'all. Thanks for showing up. Nah, we can do this another time, maybe. I don't know. You call my guy for your guy. Yeah, no, we get it. That's it. Like that, fam. Like that. They might have lost mad deals behind that who want to work with them after that. No, also they lost a lot of they could have had situations that they just squandered. But also remember, just so we could be clear, your man about to get locked up and go to jail anyway, right? Don't G Herbo gotta go do some time? I think so, right? Am I wrong about that? Don't G Herbo gotta go do some time? Then he get in trouble? I might be wrong about that. What the fuck going on? I think he got in trouble. Something about dogs, money, scamming. Scamming. Also, just so we could be clear, I guess the point that dude was trying to make earlier when he was saying, look at the lifestyle that homeboy was living, is because it's like, okay, so look at me, Jack Frost, right? I can't be a scammer. You want to know why? I don't even live the lifestyle of a scammer. So even if I was out here hustling, doing whatever I was doing, it still wouldn't be scamming. Do you understand? Because the money that I'm getting, I'm actually using for necessary resources. Not the money that I'm getting, I'm using for things that's unnecessary. I'm not going to fucking, I don't know, going to the Maldives on vacation. Like, you don't see me doing that. You don't see me on the slopes. You get it? Like, just a point, because these guys got in trouble because they bought an expensive dog. One of the ways they got caught was buying an expensive dog, fam. That's how they got caught. Dude went to go buy a dog or some shit, but he had the credit card, but he didn't have G Herbo with him. So they had to call G Herbo up, or the credit card had somebody else's name on it. And then they called G Herbo up, and G Herbo said, yeah, that's me. Let it go through. But he's not the guy that had the name on the card. It's trying to tell you, these guys are just scamming. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. People call shit scamming that's not scamming. That's scamming. In any regard. Anything else y'all want to talk about? But yeah, G Herbo, the funny Marco situation. Like, no, I'm not here for that. They just shut the show down and leave. I don't got time for that. What you gotta understand, that like, people wanna, I don't see that being in my best interest. That's all. I don't see it being in my best interest. I don't see it being in anybody's best interest. Because now you're known at you don't want to turn into the what's in this guy's show? It used to come on Channel 9 in New York City. What's this guy? The Morton Downey Jr. show. You don't want it to turn into the fucking Morton Downey Jr. show. You understand what I'm saying? No, nobody don't want to do that. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't know what the Morton Downey Jr. show is, basically they just had full-on brawls on the stage, on the regular. Also, Morton Downey Jr. would be in the middle of some of these fights. Like, it was a thing. It was, you think Jerry Springer's a thing, fam. I promise you. Jerry Springer got all of that shit from Morton Downey Jr., fam. That show was bananas. They came on late time. That's all I know. I was a kid, so late time could have been 11 o'clock. You know, I was a kid. I don't know what time it came on. 11 o'clock felt like 1 o'clock to me on a Saturday. I remember I couldn't never stay up late enough to see, I'm going to tell you something real funny shit real quick. So I always missed Saturday Night Live as a kid. Not always, but a lot of times I missed it. A lot. And so the main time I was watching Saturday Night Live is when my brothers and everybody still lived in the home. So I was like, I don't know, 4 or 5, you know what I'm saying, 6, like that age. So I used to always miss Saturday Night Live, right? 7, kinda. I was always missing because on Saturday I woke up early to watch Saturday morning cartoons. You get it? So since I woke up early on Saturday to watch Saturday morning cartoons, and then I took no naps and I stayed up the whole entire day, by fucking the time Saturday Night Live came on, I was done. So I would only be able to watch like the first couple of minutes, and then after that, I'm asleep. I'm KO'd. I'm waking up the next day, and then it got the claymation Gumby cartoons that used to come on. Any regard, I'm gonna let y'all go. I just came on live for a little while. Pardon me. I'm tired, as you can see. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody just have a good night. Like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang, hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you, and that's all I got on this one. I'm out.